said, you don't have to condemn a dirty glass. You just put a clean glass next to it.
That's
And
right.
the people, they will drink from the clean glass. So oftentimes it's just offering our young brothers and sisters another alternative. They just
Exactly.
need to see, as you said, that example, because seeing is believing, as they say. And our young
Exactly.
people, man, they want to see it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
They need to see a change, something different, you know what I'm saying? Nothing they used to and stuff. And then you
yes,
got
sir.
to always reach back and see where they coming from, like the home, you know what I'm saying? I'll
Yes,
share
sir.
this with you a little bit. I was working with a young man that had to do community service with me. And he wanted to get in the program. He did. And, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, his crime was like shoplifting, stealing, and stuff like that. But once I got to know him, I kind of understood why he was doing that because it started like going in the little grocery store, stealing food, you know what I'm saying? And he had like 7 siblings. His mama would you know what I'm saying, she was a not a bad person, but a young lady looking for love in all the wrong places, you know what I'm saying? And she would sell her food stamps and so on and so forth. So the kids would be hungry. So the older kid was feeling like he needed to do something. So he started there. You know, I'm like, okay, he's in survival mode now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Well, mom looking for somebody, a daddy to come in and help out. She hanging out in all the wrong places while kids at home trying to survive for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all that because this was a bad lady. No, she was a young girl that was lost herself. She didn't have no guidance, but she wanted a family. But you know what I'm saying, needed help with the family, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
You know, you multiply that story times 10,000.
exactly.
And that's the reality of some of the nuances that go on in our community, that many people are not aware of. So, you know, as I heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say, we're fighting a two front war. So we have those forces on the outside, that have socially engineered these circumstances, but then we're fighting an internal war on the inside. So,
Okay. Good.
you know, we gotta multitask, right?
Right.
So
Definitely.
we have to hold these systems accountable,
Exactly.
but at the end of the day, we now have to become responsible for making our community a safe and decent place, because it's only going to be us, brother Dave, that does this.
Right.
And there are
Right.
individuals who are part of the older generation, you know,
Right.
who know, because to be honest, you know, we went through those experiences in the 80s and in the 90s, right? So,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
the game doesn't, you know, the game remains the same. The name changes, but there are rules to this, right? And
Exactly.
we have to help our young people understand, that there are rules to how you navigate life in order to be
Exactly.
successful.
Yeah.
And one of the things that many people make a mistake when they come to IU, they try to use death as a way to steer them right. Well,
Right.
that doesn't work with our young people because they're not afraid of death. They see
Exactly.
death, they live with death.
That's right.
So, what we try to encourage is life, the value of life,
That's right.
you know, that you can live,
That's
that
right.
you can get out of the trap, you know, because
Yeah.
that's one of the terms that our young people, you know, use. Hey, man, you know, I'm out here in these streets, I'm trapping at the trap house. We have to explain to them that a trap is a mechanism in which animals are caught in,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
So
That
we
makes
want to
sense.
get our young people out of the trap, you know, and then offer them ways to say, hey, take that money that you got, you know, invest it in these homes that are dilapidated,
Right.
fixing
Right.
them up, rehabbing them,
Right.
and offering them back to your people for an affordable price, right? So you can
Right.
get out of the street, because that street money is short money, right?
Right.
The scriptures say there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the ways there are of death. So we want to guide our young people, back to the way of life, and they're ready. We
Right.
just have to be willing to go out there, and show them the love that you and I were shown, because we may be from a different generation, but many of the circumstances we came up, through as well. You know,
Right.
I know your show is based out of Charlotte.
Right.
I'm a native Charlottean, grew up on the west side of Charlotte, and the same things that you know, you and I may have participated, Brother Dave, in that other life. That's what the young people are trying to participate
Exactly.
now in 2021, but it's a whole different set of circumstances, right?
Right, right.
So oftentimes, as they say, they're hustling backwards. We want them to hustle righteously forward.
Yeah,
Um,
they got to have a code. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They got to have a code and they got to have some loyalty. So we got to try to grab them and instill that in them. But another thing that I see that is a problem to me is kids on meds. Um, I see a lot of kids, and I'm not no doctor or anything, but a bunch of them that take meds it don't seem like the meds are really helping them. It's making them worse. You know, they looking like zombies, looking like they, you know, what I'm saying trying
well,
to.
you have to understand. You have to understand. I'm not a licensed clinician, but I've worked in behavioral health for over 23, years, and many of the psychotropic medications are literally mental restraints.
Right,
To where they actually, restrain our children from being themselves because of supposed or alleged behavioral problems. For example, Brother Dave, you know, um, it's not necessarily medication, it's a change in the diet. A lot of times our families may be struggling. Big mama may do the best she can,
right,
mama might do the best they can, so they give us foods that fill us up. And
right,
oftentimes those foods are full of starches. So we
right,
have a generation, they didn't go out and play until the lights went off like you and I did. They
right,
stay at home, they playing Fortnite, Call
right,
of Duty.
right.
So they eating all this starch, they're not out in the community active. So guess what happens to starch
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
system? It turns to sugar.
Right, right,
So
right.
now you
Them
got
got
this sugar from the food. You eating soft drinks, you eating candy, so the child is hyperactive. So is the child truly ADHD, or do you just simply need to change the child's diet, show them
exactly.
some love, get them out to
And
where you don't need these medications, man?
that's where I'm going with it because you know, all medications have some sort of side effect, and the side effect ain't gonna be good with everybody. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So again, the discipline that we need to instill, and that's more information that we need to instill in them too. You know what I'm saying? The way they take care of themselves, like you say. You know what I'm saying? They gotta look at themselves first. You know what I'm saying? Starts with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be
Yes,
in a
sir.
better position, you got to train yourself to be in a better position. You know what I'm saying? You want muscles, you got to work out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You want to be
That's
smart,
right.
you got to study. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm real excited. You know what I'm saying? Of working with you guys, man, and seeing it out there a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So we could grasp our kids and save our kids, man. Because you know what I'm saying? If nobody, it's our responsibility. Bottom line,
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
And if we
That's
was
right.
out there like that, and we knew the codes, we need to go out there and guide them back to what's right. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's our responsibility. That's my thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, and to that point, for your listening audience, if anyone wants to get involved, of course, they definitely encourage them to, link up to you. But a part of this initiative is the 10,000 initiative. We're in the training stage again right now. So what we'll be offering is conflict resolution, mediation services, and we're revamping our Squash the Beef hotline, right? So
Okay.
this is a
Good. Good.
this is a hotline. There's no police involvement. It's purely confidential. So if there's tension in the community, if there's beef between different blocks, and we can be contacted through the hotline, and then we talk to the different parties to be able to sit down and see if we can rectify the situation before it comes to bloodshed. So these are things that we can do. We don't
Okay.
have to wait on anyone else, but these are things that we can do. And if anyone, wants to get involved, we have this 10,000 Fearless initiative all over the country.
Okay.
There's, right here in Winston, they can link up with you, link up with me. You got my contact
Right.
information.
Right. I'd like for you to share
And
that contact if it's okay
yeah. So
for the
anyone that
audience.
wants to, get involved, if you're in the Winston Triad area, you can hit me up, Brother Efren Gwan Muhammad. The contact information there is 336-409-5689. Once again, that's 336-409-5689. If you're interested, hit us up. We can let you know when we're offering the training, as well as when our schedule of going into the community, to strive to make our community a safe and decent place and show these babies some love and a different alternative. And we really calling for, those soldiers, those veterans who used to be out there, Brother Dave,
Right,
back in the late 70s, early 80s, and early
right,
90s doing their thing,
right, right,
because we have a responsibility, because unfortunately a lot of what we may have did
right.
uh,
Reflect
out
on
there
them.
has reflected on these babies today. So it's not just enough for us. We may have did a
Right,
bid, we may have came home, got ourselves together, but we have a responsibility to go after these babies,
right,
man.
right, right. Well, thank
Yes,
God I
yes, sir.
got a lot of those guys because, I by me doing classes in the prison and jail, I'm a reentry place and a lot of guys coming out and I'm working with a bunch of them and I'm working with their kids too. I'm getting guys in their 30s, early 40s saying, Mr. Dave, look, man, my son, he trying to do what I did, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling them, look, I need your help. You got to shine them a different type of light, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You got to lead by example. If you don't want your kids to be in what you got to step out and show them a different way, you know what I'm saying? Because to them, you're their hero, you know what I'm saying? No matter which way you're going, you know what I'm saying? Your kid's going to look up to you no matter which way you're going, and they want to be as good as you are on what you do so you can be proud of them. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I see
right.
that a lot too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if we go left, they're gonna go left. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're gonna and that's exactly right. You know what I'm saying? We need to OGs. I'm calling out all OGs. If you was an OG or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or what have you call yourself, you know what I'm saying, out there. If you was out there in the streets, it's our responsibility to go back out there and get these boys and show them the right way to
That's
do
right.
this thing out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because it's
That's
about
right.
us. It's us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be losing our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to step it up and show them the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So look, man, I'm not gonna hold you too long. I appreciate your time and your effort and your mission, man. And I you know what I'm saying, I love you for what you do, man.
Oh,
And
man, we
we're
love
gonna
you as
talk.
well.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
talk more about
Yes,
how we're
sir.
going what we're gonna do is more action now. So you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
Hopefully, I'll see you like Monday or Tuesday because we're getting ready to crank right up. You know what I'm saying,
yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
put it out there. You know what I'm saying, and let them know what it
Yes,
is
sir.
to you know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying.
Well, I thank you, Brother Dave, for allowing us this opportunity to come on your platform and share, what we've shared with your listening audience. And our prayer is that God, has blessed us to share something that will inspire and motivate those in your listening audience to get involved. So it's a great honor, my brother. May Allah God continue to bless you and the team that you have there to continue to do the work that you do. I'm your brother. Anytime you call, I'm definitely gonna answer.
Yeah,
So may
how you
Allah
so
bless you,
show me
man.
that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, you be
Yes, sir.
easy, and we're gonna close the show out, and you know what I'm saying, move on to the next piece. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Later.
Keep it-
Good evening. Thanks for tuning in to the Big Dave Show. You know what I'm saying? WDRB Media, the sound of the community, inspiration and information. You know what I'm saying? We want to get shouts out to um, Southside Rise and what they do. You know what I'm saying? You could get us on uh, our website, southsideridefoundation.org. You can reach me, 336-995-2809 if you want information about what we do. You know what I'm saying? We have a program for the at-risk. We teach them how to do the auto body work, you know what I'm saying, custom car painting. We have a music studio where we teaching kids between the ages of 14 to 19 how to do the music thing and structure their music and uh, deliver their music in a tone where they're not disrespecting anybody or talking about shooting and killing, because we're trying to change all that set anyway. So anybody interested, just give us a shout out, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you listening to us, and God bless you guys through the week. And we're going to leave out of here and go pay some bills. We'll see you next time. Peace.